All right, for the switch statement is multiple condition. Okay, and there's a need to test a variable for equality against multiple values, right? So when you do like that, if you do like if equal that, if this kind of um, is not clear, the switch statement is more elegant solution for this and easier for user to understand. So for example, we say enter age. When equal 16, you can drive a car. Equal 18, you can buy lottery, something like that. Alright, so instead of, and as I told you one more time, for our case, the switch, uh, for if else, you can do 2, 3, 4 options. Switch is better before 5 to 20. Is that right? In the switch statement, test variable against a list of value, which are called cased. Now let me ask you, do you remember this variable here? Okay, variable put right here. But inside this case value here, we are only allowed to put two type of data type. Anybody remember what two type? We can only compare two type of the data. Can anybody remember that for me?
An integer or a character?
That's it. That's it. So switch kind of nice and clean, but it has a limitation. Okay? Switch evaluate expression to determine whether it's equal to the value in a case statement. If the match is found, execute it. A switch can contain any number of the case statement, which value is, any number, but we try to do to limitation to 20. That will be a little bit more nice and clear. So switch and compare. All right, switch age. All right, so here, if you are putting integer, you just go ahead put like the integer, no quotation, no. All right, make sure break is all the time is necessary. The break, there will be, you must have a break every single one of them. So switch age, case, break. In the switch statement, the optional default case can be used to perform a task when one of the case is determined to be true. All right, so it's default. So whatever the last statement, usually we say, oh, that's false, something like that. So default statement asks you when none of these case match. Whenever none of these, so we usually use that default as the valid data validation. Okay, we usually do that. All right, so let's continue right here. So again, that's your condition X and default. All right, so if you don't have break, it's going to land on the last one. If you do not have break, so all right, so the break statement's role is to determine the switch statement. In instance in which a variable is equal to case, the statement that come after case continue to execute until um, they encounter a break statement. In other words, leaving out the break statement result in execution of all of the statement. All right. So for example, if you say 42, you say too young, but you didn't have break, and you do too adult. So this, if we try this, it's going to print everything. Too young, adult, senior. This is default. Let me try show you. So now notice I don't have break, right? So I run this. It will say 16 too young. Okay, all right. Oh, so hold on. I have 42, right? So uh, that's not 16. Is that right? So do that. And 42 will be adult. All right. So this will not ask you. You're coming here adult, right? But I don't have break. So 42 will continue. 42 will continue and go to 70, say senior, and go continue. This is a default case. All right. So very important. You need to have a break. Otherwise, it will fall through it. As the switch statement find the default case require no break. Only the last one default don't need break. Okay, because that's the last one anyway. Break statement. What would occur if we forget to insert break statement? The rest of the case will be executed until encounter a break statement. Alright, let's continue. And that's a switch, right? And we're going to talk about the logical operator. So we already talked about that. All right. So we want to recognize and is two and sign or is two pipeline, not is exclamation. All right. So let's see. The and will be you need to be both and to be and all right. And so usually we have to check two conditions. This age has to be greater than 21 and your money has to be greater than 500. Then we say welcome. Otherwise they don't welcome you, you know. All right. So and operator, yeah, usually can use as a range. So right here, can anybody tell me what's a range for this? Anybody? Can you type for me? What's the range for this?
What's the question again, Professor?
Here I have, we usually use the logic operator to serve as a data validation to check whether it's in a range or it's out of range. In a range, usually use and. Okay, so let me write it down for you. Maybe I'm confused you. All right, we use a logical operator uh, to check to do data validation. Data validation has two kinds. Okay, two kind of validation we check. We check in the range and we check out of the range. All right. So, can you tell me these? So, we say if in the range, we usually use and. Is that right? And. So, what's the range for this line? Grade age greater than 16 and age less than 60. What's the range? Anybody? Anybody can give me the range for here?
Um, s- uh,
17 to 59.
okay.
Is that right? Right?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, yeah,
yes,
yeah, yeah,
yes.
yeah. And out of range, we usually do out of range by this way. Out of range, we do or. Then I will do if age is less than 16, okay, and or sorry, type wrong. Or age greater than 60, greater than 60. All right, then CL not accept. All right, so so if I use the and and that's usually check am I in the range. If I'm checking my out of range, I usually use or and with two ray. Do you understand? Yes or no?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's uh continue right now. All right. So and operator, if that's true, you need both to be true. So for the and operator, uh, within a single if statement, logical operator can use to combine. So this is like this. And so this will be the range here. We already say here, these actually have several conditions. Okay, the one condition is checking the range. Is that right? So can anyone tell me what's the range for the age?
17 to 67?
17 to 59.
Oh, 59. Oh, okay.
All right. So
Is it
that
59 or
yeah,
49? Isn't it 49?
uh,
Oh, wait, no, no,
yeah,
no. I see. I
sorry.
didn't.
Yeah, okay. So one condition is your age. This is age condition. There we check two things. Age has to be 17 to 59. Then we also check grade. All right. So the grade must be greater than 50. Is that right? All right. Do you understand right now? So we check this. Is this correct right now? Age 20, that's in the range or out of range? That's in the range. Is that right? Accept. Right?
Yes.
And the grade greater than 15, 50. So is this accept? Yes or no? And this one is accept, right? Let me give you another example and you tell me. I'm going to tell you age is 15 and grade is 65. All right. How about this case? Will this be accepted?
No.
Mm-hmm.
The
No.
the
Yeah.
age is not in the range.
Yeah. The age is not in the range. All right. Let me give you another example here. How about this one? How about this one? Will that be accepted?
Yes. Wait.
No.
Oh, no, no, yet, no, yet, no.
Yeah. If you put yes, it has to be or. Do you understand? If this is or, and could be yes. Because and has to be both. Both conditions must meet the criteria. Alright, we're going to talk about or. Okay, we're going to talk about or is different. So how many of you can do as many, but you don't want to do that because it's very confused. The or, if you do or, as long as one is true, is true. Do you understand? So look here, I have one true, that's true. One true, that's true. Two true is true. Only this one is false because I didn't see any true thing. So for example, right here. All right. So we uh we usually do or. So here, age greater than 20. Okay, so is 16 greater than 20? Yes or no?
No.
But the score is greater than 50. Is that right?
Yes.
All right. Will that be accepted?
Yes.
Because one of them is accepted. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, um, so this one, even though the age is not accepted, but score is accepted, be accepted because we are using or. Or is either way. It's okay. Either one. So or is pipeline. Okay. Logic not. Logic not. Logic not is exclamation operator work with just one single operand. Okay. Reverse is logic state. So true become false, false become true. Alright. Age equal 10 right now. So age greater than 16. So let me know age is 10 right now. So is age greater than 16? Yes or no?
No.
No. But not no is what?
Uh,
Yes.
True.
True.
Yes.
So your age is less than 16. But we don't recommend you do this kind of thing to, twist everybody's brain. Okay. All right. So we're going to talk the or. All right. So both A and B are true. Fine. Either A and B is true. Fine. Is all. All right. We can finish